What is up, League players from around the world? My name is Par from Potato Monster, and you are now watching our League of Legends Top 5 Play series here on YouTube. Make sure you stay until the very end for some important information on recent events, and most importantly, enjoy. Starting off this episode, we have Tick 3 0 on Fiora, and she's been battling it out top lane when suddenly Cinch flings and starts his tower dive, so she tries to fend him off, but ends up in his poison trail, so she backs off, and then all of a sudden Karthus starts his ult, and right before going down, she starts Blade Waltz, negating the damage from Requiem and just barely surviving. But it's not over yet when suddenly Lee Sin comes out to help, but with quick moves, she Qs and flashes away, gaining a lot of distance as she runs back to her base, and they continue to chase. With a little help from Gragas and the friendly Lee Sin, they turn certain death into a 2-for-0 exchange. Coming in at 4th place is Kruger on Lee Sin, and he's come to gank top as he runs in and uses his Z to slow down Gangplank after oranges, and then he lands a Q, but then he sees Malphite coming over, so he quickly reacts and runs over, ulting Malphite away, flying to kill GP, and then jumping out to safety. Watch it again and then soak in the speed and perfection of that play. Scoring in at 3rd place is a Tasty Noodle on Kennen, and right from the start we see the game is pretty close, and this next team fight will decide a lot. The enemy Akali initiates the fight, and then all of a sudden the enemy Kennen pops Lightning Rush and flashes in, throwing up his ultimate and bursting down Noodle, but he manages to Zhonya's right before death. Things are looking terrible, but with just under 500 health, he Lightning Rushes and pops his ultimate on all 5, immediately melting them down and picking up the turnaround quad and win for his team. Coming in at 2nd place is the number 18, and my Roman numeral counting serves me well. Her team is for the most part down and out, and she leads in a defender tower with Dark Binding, which is absorbed, but out of nowhere she flash ult on all 4, letting the tower kill Malphite as she sits in Zhonya's, and when she gets out, she promptly picks up the remaining 3 players in the 1v4 quad with just a quarter of her health to start and being very unfed. Extremely well played. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Shellshock playing on Sivir in a high elo game. Right off the bat, we see that Dyrus is backdooring bottom as the enemy team decides to just push and win, but Kennen charges in, followed by Shellshock as the rest of his team responds, and with incredible movement speed, Shellshock picks up a pentakill while 2v5ing to save the game. They all go to the enemy's base to group up with Dyrus and win the game, but right before winning, the enemy team responds and they're forced to retreat while losing some along the way back. Now stuck in the same situation as a few minutes back, but with no Nexus turrets, they fight it out despite being undermanned as Sivir gets on the enemy rumble and kills him even though he flashes, and then switching to Morgana with red buff to get the double, and finally Maokai for the triple. What I really liked about this play was the fact that the original 2v5 that resulted in a pentakill from Sivir also saved the game and allowed them to push, but it wasn't enough. And then round 2 comes along and the enemy team has to just kill the Nexus this time, but with the same perseverance as before, Sivir gets the triple and defends her base a second time, allowing for the unthinkable win. Victory. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have the Great Donut on Malphite, who submitted this clip, but the star of this play seems to be the little minion that could. He won't go away, and let's just say big plays can even happen from the little guys. As the clip plays, I just wanted to address one thing. For the past month or so, we've been inconsistent with our schedule for many reasons that have come up, i.e. losing my voice this week, going to Europe, and having to take an emergency flight to Florida. These are just some, and we don't like to make excuses, so I'm going to go ahead and say that Brandon is still in Florida and he's getting back on the 18th, in which we're going to really get the ball rolling on making episodes ahead of time in case of emergencies and possibly hiring more people to make sure we don't miss a beat. We appreciate everyone's patience with us as the school year is wrapping up and all these crazy things are coming to an end. We look forward to a free summer in which new segments will be released, and for a limited time as we really get on track and give you guys even more content than we are now. We are also working on merchandise including t-shirts and hoodies that we plan to have on sale this summer. If you think you'd be game for buying a very reasonably priced shirt or hoodie to support us, let us know in the comment section below so we can get an idea for the amount of people interested. Thanks everyone for watching, take care, and have a wonderful day.